How many episodes have you listened to?
One.
Did you listen to one?
Yeah, I listened to the first one.
So I also haven't watched Stroker Race either. I thought we were.
I haven't watched it.
I thought we were fucking friends.
We are friends.
It doesn't sound like we're fucking friends.
I am here right now with you guys.
You want me to staple your nutsack?
Yes, please.
Randomly.
That's a good question.
Is
the
that
list
your,
is pretty long.
Is that your kink?
Getting yelled at, oh my gosh.
Your sub.
Great.
Yeah.
Apparently I like being humiliated.
I mean, maybe.
Wow.
Oh,
I'm learning so much about myself through this podcast. So if you have like a dominatrix, what I need is a humiliatrix.
No, same thing. I think a dominatrix would take care of it.
Huh. Okay.
All encompassing.
Have we started the show? Are we starting the show?
We could.
All right.
All right.
For fuck's sake. I thought you guys knew what you were doing.
So did I.
He wasn't listening.
I wasn't listening.
It's all in the fence. That's massive. That's massive.
And we're off. Episode 6 of the In the Fence podcast, broadcasting live all over iTunes, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. Of course, brought to us by, Podbean?
Podbean.
That's how you set it all up.
Yep.
How'd you do it? What were the quick steps so that we could, build our own podcast empire like you've done?
I Googled it. That's my advice. I Googled it. And I asked Jackie and some other people, and they had used Podbean, so I just went with what they used, and it's been pretty simple and easy.
Yeah.
And I actually looked yesterday at, you obviously iTunes or Apple is the number one platform people listen to us on. Mm-hmm. Then Spotify, then Podbean. But there's another one. It publishes them, all kinds of them. But there's a couple I never even heard of before that people listen to us on.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's very cool. John, hello.
We got more. We're at a 5.0 rating now, Apple, and 5.0 on Spotify. We got more reviews on there too. Thank you, everybody.
John, do you ever read the reviews?
No, because Aaron is the only one with credentials to do that.
Anybody can read the reviews.
On what? I don't even know what.
If you just go to iTunes, and our reviews are public domain for everybody to see.
Oh yeah, don't pressure me. Also, it's episode 7, Buckner.
No, it's not. It's 6.
I was trying to get him on the fence.
Oh, we have a special guest in the studio as well. My friend Nick, all the way from Bend, Oregon. He used to dirt bike race, so he doesn't know anything about cars. He knows a little bit about cars.
Moto dirts or bicycle? Moto dirts or bicycles?
Moto, yes.
Yeah. Fuck that pedaling around.
Honda, Suzuki, Kawasaki, Yamaha.
Get over here. Get on the microphone.
I've had a few of each.
What size? What was your class?
He was running in the 50s.
Mini bikes all day, every day. No, I've had a couple different bikes. A couple of Japanese bikes, a couple of Austrian bikes. Just depends on what I'm racing. And
4-stroke or 2-stroke?
Well, it used to be 2-stroke all the time, and once I went 4-stroke, I never went back. Although, if I could have 2 bikes, I think I would have one of them be a 2-stroke. They're a lot of fun, and they're nostalgic, and they ride different, they smell different, everything about the feel is different.
I love the smell. You get castor bean oil in them?
Yeah. Well, yeah, basically.
So good.
Just that smell is so good. Especially, usually I'm riding 2-strokes nowadays on snow. Snowmobiles are all 2-stroke for the most part, unless you're on a trail machine. But that's when I get most of that cold smoke smell. Yum.
Yeah. Nick, I want you to know we just met, but I'm a 2-stroke kind of guy.
That's all
Whatever
you get.
floats your boat. It's all good. There's no wrong way to go, It's all good.
Some people are 1 and done. John's good for 2.
2-stroke is no joke.
Yep.
Yeah.
2 and through.
Did you ever race dirt bike? Did you guys?
I
don't really know that about you guys.
I didn't race the dirt bikes, but I always had dirt bikes, and then it went from dirt bikes to quads, but never away from dirt bikes. Both dirt bikes and quads, and I mean 3-wheeler. I had a 3-wheeler for a while, 200X, Honda 200X, 2-stroke 3-wheeler, badass.
I raced flat track for a little while in the early or late 90s.
Did you ever try that flat track?
Mid 90s.
Because I know they had a racetrack out at Sturgis for flat track guys.
Yeah, it's a big deal out there. I sucked at it.
That's because you're giant.
I was god awful.
Which is so funny because Nick, I met him right across the street from like Sturgis, Rapid City, and became friends. And, you know, I don't really ever think of you as a Harley guy, but yet we were in the epicenter of Harley people.
Is that why you liked him at first? Because he's a 4-stroke guy?
Oh!
No, we never did anything like that.
I got to go show him the dirt bike motorcycle that I bought.
That's not,
not a dirt bike.
Not a dirt bike, bro.
This is why we don't let they call it the Scrambler. It looks like the type of bike you could take on the dirt.
This is why, A, no one really wants to let you ride your bike, and B,
we're worried about you.
Haven't rode your bike.
No, I haven't. I bought for those listening, I bought a motorcycle like 3 months ago. Haven't rode it yet.
A Ducati Scrambler.
Yeah, I rode it. John rode it.
Yeah.
Nick, I was telling Nick, hey, if you want to go check it out, we'll go check it out.
It's a nice bike.
Yeah.
You should try it sometime.
Yeah, it's got like
Come see me, I'll give you the key.
It's got like 200, is it 200 or 600?
It's
got
hardly any miles.
It's got, I think it's like 281 miles.
Dang.
It's
Sweet.
no miles.
Sweet. You want to buy it?
I'm the one with the title.
Yeah, but I'm the one with the bike.
Hey. So what do we got for today's show?
Also, hold on. You did say brought to you by, and I feel like brought to you by that when you introed, you're brought to you by whatever you said, but it's not brought to us by any of those people. I mean, I get it. We use a service to.
Oh yeah, Podbean doesn't give us any money.
Yeah,
so
they don't give us any money.
They don't get any credit.
This week, and I might even be reluctant to say because, in the words of Shane Son, my new home track is South Sound Speedway.
Every week we're gonna have a new home track,
and that's an inside joke. But we'll tell you about the inside joke. But just remember, Shane Son. I mean, my friend, my good friend for a long time. But if you know who Shane Son is, you know what chaos is, and that's probably what I love about In the Fence podcast. Is brought to you by Wenatchee Valley Super Oval.
And why is that?
Oh, well, let me just read. This is what the message from Jeremy Andrews says. 1 cheeseburger, 1 of our giant soft tacos, and 1 walking taco, plus 3 hand-dipped ice cream bars.
Whoa.
That's my sponsorship offer.
What?
But that isn't to all you guys. That's just to me. You guys don't get any of that.
He told me I got a cheeseburger. I just realized I saw the ice cream bars. He sent me the infographic as well. Hand dipped. I didn't realize hand dipped is. I don't know why it's so much better. It's just better.
Not only 2-stroke, but hand dipped.
Mm-hmm.
Why that could be a T-shirt,
right?
2-stroked and
so
hand dipped.
Anyway, you were offered a cheeseburger, Aaron, and I was offered the things I just listed off, and that's that basically was our payment, or is our payment for saying that this week's episode number 6 is brought to you by Wenatchee Valley Super Oval.
Yeah, I want to. So you guys can check it out if you go to Wenatchee Valley Super Oval Facebook page. You can see
that's WVSO.com.
Oh, that as well. But they have something I'm super interested in. It can't be good. I'm sorry, Jeremy. It can't be good, but I'll stand corrected for sure. But I'm going to eat it. I'll pay cash money. You don't need to give it to me or nothing.
Wait. What? If he wants us to review it, he's got to give it to us.
Aren't you going
to
do
We're in negotiations now, Jeremy.
I don't want it. No, because you pay, so there's no impropriety. Like if he gives it to you, you feel like you're obligated to give it a good review. If I pay my money, I'm allowed to give an honest review of this. And
I give an honest review even if he gave it to me.
You're kind of a jerk, though.
Yeah, I'm an asshole.
It's a fried pork chop on a stick.
Fried pork chop on a stick?
Deep fried.
Deep fried pork chop on a stick.
Huh.
Right. Yeah,
you should get that with also some deep fried Cuba butter.
So are you supposed to just eat that with your hands, or do you get like
it's
a
on
knife
a stick?
and fork?
It's on a stick. It's on a stick.
Yeah.
Why would you need a stick if you had a knife?
It's like that one comedian that you guys don't like because he's a prop comedian.
Carrot Top.
No, jalapeno on a stick.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What's his name? I've seen him. I've seen him before. What's his name?
I don't know.
Jeff Dunham.
There you go. Yeah.
See, that's why. Thanks, buddy. In the background over there helping us out.
So, yeah, they've got a kid's meal with treetop applesauce. I
don't care about that.
I
don't care about kids.
That's the best thing because that applesauce and
kids
the pouches, my favorite thing.
The pouches are fire. Yeah.
At the track.
Kids got to stay home.
No, they're racing now.
Whatever. That's
just
as bad.
You're gonna go out in their junior late
I
models?
got to say this because I'll just say this.
So wait, you were a kid out there racing?
No, I was never a kid. And I was 15 when I was racing. I got to say this because somehow I interject my boyfriend into every episode, and he's like, he wants kids.
What?
Yeah.
You tell him you're old?
No, I didn't say anything, but I told him I would try. I said, I'll try my best.
You'll practice?
Yeah, I'll practice.
All right. So
we're going to go through the whole menu.
It's 6 items.
Oh, okay.
The kids' meal, which is a little like uncrustable peanut butter and jelly thing. The giant soft taco, which looks good. The deep fried pork chop on a stick.
But the giant soft taco is not new.
No, it is new. It says new right on it.
Oh, I thought it said original or something.
No, I think the other stuff was already there.
So if I order the giant soft taco and it doesn't say like new on the soft taco, I should return it.
Do you want them to Sharpie on your tortilla? Why would you care?
Yeah, it'll be like it's Starbucks, but they write on the tortilla.
With Buckner on the side of the tortilla.
Yeah. Old saggy balls. That's what they're going to write on yours.
Super Oval nachos, hand-dipped ice cream bars, and new upgraded walking tacos.
Does that mean it's a bigger bag of Doritos?
I don't know. It just says new up. I didn't know they had them before, so I don't know.
They had them at Mission Valley Super Oval, and I got them because it's apparently a thing now, so I got them. Not great.
Not a fan?
Not
big fan.
Not really.
Big
I mean,
fan.
maybe theirs sucked.
Whose?
Mission Valley Super Oval in Polson, Montana.
I was reading. I wasn't listening to you.
Yeah, well, multitask.
Can I go back to the pork chop really
you
quick?
You can definitely go anywhere you want so far in the show.
We got fried pork chop on a stick. What type of dipping condiments?
I was curious about that myself.
Because I'm thinking ketchup would be my first thought, but I'm like, no, we could do better than ketchup.
So here's the thing: is nobody knows Buckner because he doesn't listen to the podcast himself, so he hasn't even told his friends to listen, so nobody knows.
Fucker.
But Nick back here probably knows. He loves condiments.
Who?
Buckner. It's
big fan.
He goes ape with condiments.
Fry sauce, honey mustard, barbecue, ranch,
all of them together, like a Heinz
together.
47, 57 thing. Like it's
probably be pretty good.
When he asks about the dipping sauce, he's not.
What dipping sauce do you want?
Well, I was thinking like a ranch barbecue mixture for a fried pork chop would be pretty banging.
I feel like I know Aaron hates this because it's just so unsolicited. I feel like we should just call Jeremy
and ask him.
Yeah.
You think he knows about the dipping sauce?
He made the goddamn menu.
If you want to ask him.
All right, fire it up.
I don't even know if he'll answer. Yeah. I don't even actually.
We already got it potted up.
Can I just call him through Facebook?
Is this connect to the board? Does his phone connect to the board?
Yes.
Okay.
It's connected.
I mean, if it rings, if we hear it in our ears, we'll know. Yep.
That's
a Facebook one. Oh, that's super loud. Pull that down. He's probably wondering why you're calling him on Facebook.
Because I don't even. I think I do have his phone number.
There's no voicemail on Facebook.
He's not going to pick up.
Well,
Jeremy, pick up.
Well, we tried.
Yeah. Now we'll never know about the condiments.
You know what? Hold on. I got another option.
You have his phone number?
I do. Aaron's like,
we can edit some of this out.
Why would you edit it? Just like
I was thinking like a sweet jalapeno jam would be pretty good too, with like a fried pork chop because you get that sweet and spicy.
I got some jalapeno ranch in the fridge I bought, and it's so good. I don't normally care about ranch as much, but I got this jalapeno one. Really, really good.
You know, I think I got into condiments so much because my dad was like that. He would always have like 3 things of tartar sauce every time we go to like Ivar's or something.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird to think of. It's weird when you don't think about a tick or a habit that you have, but then all your friends look at you like you're a crazy person.
Right.
Well, we couldn't get him. But if he happens to call us back.
He probably was like, nope, not falling for this one. I'm not picking up any phone call from these guys midweek. I know what's going on here.
Yeah.
They don't have Crown Vic rule questions.
No, I mean, Jeremy's pretty cool, right? But I mean, definitely about talking.
Sure, that's kind of a show. I saw Jeremy on a Teams meeting
Oh, God, you and the teams meeting.
Yeah.
I would have said about the teams meeting, he's telling me, like, oh, the teams meeting. And then he's giving me the play-by-play. And then I'm like, I just go ahead and respond. Because I'm like, if I wanted to be on the teams meeting, I would have fucking got on the teams meeting.
What I was going to say about the teams meeting, so this is the teams meeting for the Cars Tour Northwest.
Cars Tour West.
Yeah.
I think it's Northwest.
No, it's not West.
No, because it was Southwest and Northwest, like the old days.
I don't think so.
And I was there. You weren't there. And so it was cool. And for one reason, is that they did it. Like they had a platform for the racers to interact with the promoters and the tech people and the tire.
So what happened? Did the racers do their typical and say a bunch of stupid shit that they should have already known?
No, here's why probably is Kevin Harvick was on it. So nobody was going to act the fool in front of Kevin Harvick.
I would have.
Well, what would you have asked that would have been stupid?
I don't know.
It wasn't really. It was
because everything
boxers or briefs.
I honestly
Harvick.
like on a serious note, I didn't get on there because it's not going to be any different than it's been any other time. Where motorsports on the West Coast or anywhere needs help to thrive is through better promotions, better marketing, finding marketing partners through the racetracks and through the promoters and the series that can also feed into helping financially to the racers.
They did that. They had Doug Hobbs was on it, and
because he's helping the racer a lot.
Right. Well, I'm saying all the track guys were there.
Yeah.
State Line, Jeremy was there. I guess that's basically all of them nowadays, but that are running that tour, and they talked about different things, the promotion that the tracks do independently for the racers and what the Cars Tour is going to do and how that works together. All I'm saying is I'm just glad there was some sort of
so here's the thing. So we know what we're talking about in the future. It's called the Cars Tour West, and then they have divisions: Super Late Models, Southwest Pro Late Models, Northwest Pro Late Models, Limited Late Models, Southwest Legends, Northwest Legends.
That's the three classes.
What the heck is the difference between a Southwest and a Northwest Legend?
Well, some of them race in the Northwest, and the rest of them race in the Southwest.
The cars are the same.
So what there is there's a championship structure. So there's points that are accumulated at each race. Well,
so this is nationwide.
No, this I just told you. This
West.
is Cars Tour West. There is a Cars Tour that would be on the East Coast.
Okay.
Northwest and Southwest is classified in that if you race at this track, you're going to get Northwest points. If you go to Las Vegas, Nevada, you're going to get Southwest points.
Okay, I'm learning. Okay.
There you go. So that happened this week.
That happened this week.
Excellent. Thanks, Jeremy. We appreciate you. Excited to try out your walking taco.
He didn't bring those up during the meeting.
You want to try out his walking taco?
Shut up. Nothing is worse than saying something that could be somewhat thought of in a different sphere and then being reminded of that right after you said it.
Yeah, that's my job with you. You know that.
Okay. I have a topic for the show today.
Oh,
I was thinking about this on my way over here to the podcast studio for the In the Fence podcast. By the way, rate, review, subscribe, like us on Facebook, share a comment on whatever platform that you
TikTok, Instagram.
Right, exactly. We want to know your feedback. I will do my due diligence and listen to episodes 2 through 5.
Like I did put a post up, I think during the second one, and it said, you get a free hat
I was asking about that.
For the 51st person who likes and comments. Likes and comments.
Oh.
You got to do both.
There's 19 comments. But thank you. I'll do a shout out for someone who I've tried to punch in the face before. Ben Jones commented today.
Oh.
Thank you, Ben.
His comment was the word comment.
That's good. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. I won't punch you in the face anymore.
No, we bought his car, and that was awesome.
Is it a good car?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
Set third place in the South Sound Speedway USA Trump Late Model Series last year in 2025. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And top 10 at Mission Valley.
With the proliferation of electronic cars in 2026, why do we not have something at the Super Ovals or the Figure Eights or South Sound Speedway or Evergreen, all these different tracks that you guys frequent all the time? Why is there not a class for e-cars?
Probably money and desire. Nobody wants it.
Simple economics. Stock car racing, typically, sprint car racing, typically, maybe not road racing, but stock car racing and dirt race, stock car racing and sprint car racing are predominantly considered a conservative sport.
Okay. Oh, you're talking politics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they don't like the electric cars.
And if I'm going to be less politically correct, a bunch of fucking hillbillies.
Okay.
And they don't like that. Yeah. Like, they won't drive their old fucking piece of shit Chevy truck and haul their piece of shit Chevy Camaro to the track and fucking race it.
Okay. And that, I understand that. I get that.
Yeah.
They drag race electric cars.
It was...
but their performance numbers cannot be denied.
2015, 2016, I went to performance racing industry. I worked for this company. They had a booth there, and so I repped at the booth of this place I used to work. I walked around, and there was a late model car there, and it had this electric motor jived up to a Jericho transmission, and it was this. I don't know if it worked. It was on display.
Yeah.
The batteries, didn't look very big. They were not in the back. They were in the middle of the car, I think. But, knowing now after working in the automotive auto body industry and then working on the Illuminator truck that Ford owns, doing some work there and seeing the batteries that they use for these cars, this car that I saw didn't have enough battery to go racing. They did have one there. And I remember that everybody was, weird thing, everyone was talking about it, but all they were doing was shit talking it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a story like last year that they more recently have done that, built a stock car with electric.
Yeah, NASCAR has, I think.
Is that what it was?
They have a whole R&D department. Yeah.
I drive an electric truck, and I get crap for it. But the thing I think it's funny about it, like,
I think that's because it's dirty.
Well, that is dirty, but it's a truck. It's a work truck. Is that, and I've hauled the race car with it and everything. It does everything a truck needs to do. It doesn't have to go to the gas station, which is awesome. I find it ironic that all the people who will talk crap about electric cars and my truck and everything all love their Milwaukee or DeWalt electric tools, all the cordless tools.
That is true.
You can't talk them out of their cordless tools, right? But a car or a truck is a bridge too far for them.
Right.
I just thought in my brain as I'm driving here, you get like a one motor from like a Tesla. It's like a crashed out Model 3 or something. And then you could have it based around the same size cars, the same size power output, the same direct drive motors or batteries or whatever. The battery packs will be set up to be like 20, 30, 40, 50 laps or whatever. And that'll all be.
But then you're dead. Like you have yellow flags and all the other things that go along with it.
I think
and charging the track. It would be a lot.
I think
a lot of infrastructure.
In 10 years, you'll see maybe some electric car racing. You're never going to not see the normally, a gasoline combustion engine. I think you would, but I say 10 years because I believe that in 10 years, the battery will be 25% of the size it is now in the cars. Right. And the problem now is that the battery's huge, right? Most people don't know that a Tesla weighs twice as much as a car that's the same size as it.
Yeah, my F-150's got to weigh a ton more than just a 3.6 liter.
Well, yeah,
3.5 liter.
Right.
V6
and so I would think that you would be championing something like this for racing because you have an e-vehicle.
Yeah, but
I think the problem though isn't just that the battery's heavy; it's that it's so big. And I mean, here's the part that you gotta, whether you're a battery, your 4 electric cars or not, if you're gonna race them, it's a little bit dangerous if you crash the cars, right? Because the battery could, I don't know, listen to every right-wing wacko there is. The batteries spontaneously combust.
And they do catch on fire sometimes, and when they do, it's not great. Or in the body shop business, so we became Rivian certified before we sold the shop. And one of the things we had to buy to get our certification were these big, thick rubber gloves, lineman type gloves, because if you touched the leads, you can blow your hands clean off your arms.
Yeah, you know, and then what? A push truck guy is going to come up and try to see if you're okay, touch the car, and like, bzz,
yeah,
he's gone.
Yeah. So
matter of fact, speaking of,
so we're putting a pin in your subject. It's in the electric cars would be cool. Maybe someday. Right now is not the time.
I'll just do one rebuttal really quick, and then we'll move on. So there is this thing called Formula E, and it is the highest class of international single-seater electric car racing. And they look like Formula One cars, and they're pretty cool.
They look like Formula 3 cars, but
let me go.
Way to correct me. Okay, they look like Formula 3 cars.
I will correct you in this standpoint. I said predominantly in oval stock car racing, and oval dirt track racing.
That's a bunch of bougie rich guys,
right? Dirt and oval, and asphalt oval stock car racing, sprint car racing are predominantly conservative mainstream sports.
Okay.
Road racing in open wheel cars is not. It's usually a more liberal.
And that's one thing where I'm like, there really isn't. There's a pretty big division there.
Well, I think it's an educational divide and an economic divide, and even where you live divide. You know, what kind of tracks you have available to you.
The car you showed a picture of is these e-vehicle, open wheel, Indy car type looking cars, Formula like looking cars. Okay, that's what they look like. You don't go get that at the wrecking yard,
right?
You don't buy that off Marketplace. Yeah, you can buy a Camaro off a Marketplace and turn it into a stock
thing probably costs. I can't imagine the amount.
You know what you can also
just to buy that car.
I don't know if you know this, but you know what you can also buy off a Marketplace and put a roll cage in?
Crown Vic.
That's right, and rent Crown stocks.
Yeah.
Okay. AI3 Formula E racing cars cost roughly $880,960,000.
There's your answer.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know.
Never mind.
$1 million a pop. Tax it.
And that's not most teams probably have like 2 or 3 cars.
That's just, see. So
and they're just like the rest of that upper level racing. Yeah. They own the cars, and some yahoo is mommy's and daddy is paying for the kid to drive, or a sponsor is paying for the kid to drive.
Or it'd be really funny if they own like a petroleum gas company or something. And they're like, we're in Formula E racing.
Like Chevron sponsoring. No, you got to remember this. Like all of those companies, Standard Oil and all those companies, they have a vested interest in alternate forms of energy.
They invest.
Right.
So like imagine like you take like some of our top teams in the Northwest here. The Hayden Plybonds, Garrett Evans, or Jan Evans, I guess in this case, probably nowadays. But you know, like some of the top tier guys, the Cole Razes and stuff, Casey Kleins. One of those cars at $800,000, you can field all 3 or 4 of those cars that they run, and they spend money on their stuff. So it's not practical for the everyday man to be able to drive it. I
remember
open racer, and they're not as fun because you're not banging wheels in those things.
All right, fine. I was just thinking, I saw that technology, and I thought, how fun would that be?
You want to go to the wrecking yard?
Yeah, exactly, and pull a Tesla motor and slap it into.
Call Nick. We can have a Tesla class.
Mini sprints or something. A mini sprint with a Tesla motor. Are you kidding me?
The motors are tiny. It's the batteries are big. Going back to where we were going to segue, and then you unsegued us into our segue.
You know that's how it works, right? But you have a tiny motor. It's a big battery.
Fuck you, John. That's far enough into the podcast. I think I can throw an F-bomb out.
Yeah, it took you a while. Speaking of sprint cars, you said the word sprint. This last week in Boonville, Missouri, Billy Hart, track worker, was tragically killed during a sprint car race, and another worker injured.
Say that again. I was looking at my phone.
Billy Hart died.
I know, but you clarified that he was not a racer.
Right, he was a track worker.
Yeah, he was a track worker.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we don't think about that enough. I don't think, that people think that the racing is dangerous, and it is, and injuries happen and deaths happen. The same can be said for the track workers, and we need to think about that and be cognizant of it, but also, give them props and thank them because we couldn't race without the track workers, the flagmen and the sweep crew and all this and that. And at Monroe, we've been blessed with a really good set of the Cascade Push Truck Association. I think they're top notch in the Northwest. I can't think, and all the tracks do well. They all do good and they all deserve their flowers, but the Cascade Push Truck Association is head and shoulders above.
Yeah, and it's too bad because there isn't. I think at one point, Cascade Push Truck Association, maybe even a long time ago before I was at the racetrack, that they encompassed more than one track. Other than you end up getting this pissy, but it would be great if there was one organization like them, and they encompassed all the tracks. I know that might be a logistical nightmare to be able to do that, but really, it's like. They have these rules. They do have a stringent set of rules with CPTA that, like how big your push board can be, what height it has to be at, how low it goes now, because now they needed to go lower because of legend cars. Mm-hmm. The equipment that each person that had a truck had, and it was like they got to ride with someone so many times before they
can't just show up the truck. You have to ride a year.
Yeah, you have to be. And you have to be enrolled in the member organization for so long as a member, and so they have some good rules. And there's a bunch of great guys there, and it's also a cool place to retire from the racing community. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people that have been other forms of track workers, flagmen, so on and so forth. Race car drivers, and they've
made that transition.
And so you're still involved, but you're in a truck. You don't have to like do. I don't know. You get to drive your truck around. You get to push some people. You get to,
you get to be a part of it by not being a part of it.
Yeah, I have some really great friends that have push trucks, and have got to work on push trucks, and I always give them a hard time. Like their AVN awards are like when anything that doesn't have a starter comes to town, then they flock out to see them. And
front and center.
The only downside is we'd love to see, all the push trucks flock out for every race. And I realize that it's a big commitment, but and they do an excellent job.
And their trucks look good typically. Most, like they take a lot of pride in the
some of them. Some of them I want to just say like, bro, you need to trade that thing in on, I don't know, a Mazda B2600 would be an improvement.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Look, I drive a Subaru. Apparently,
he was trading in on a 1972 Ford F350.
Yeah. There's a 72 or 67, 72 push truck out there. It's flat black. I like that one.
Yeah, that guy's nice. He's always like asking me if I would do some work on it, and I'm like, eh.
You got that Cooey's truck out there with all the lights all over it.
Oh yeah, that's Harold. Anyway,
there's some nice trucks, is what I'm saying. Like, and back in the day, when we were kids, they did a lot of this. Oh, this is what we wanted to talk about. This, we wanted to kind of, hopefully, maybe we can shame. I don't know if the drivers want to do this still. Maybe not. Maybe it's on them and not the track. But Doug Hobbs needs a. I would like to see him step up and pay for tires for these guys, so they could do the thing where they used to do this thing. Buckner, you would like it. They'd go nose to nose.
Okay.
And then, like a tug of war was a push of war. And it would just be big smoky burnouts trying to push one truck forward or backwards.
That sounds perfect.
Yeah, but they never had a line. They should have had a line. And like when you got your tires all the way across the line or something. Yeah, and Hobbs could sponsor them some tires or give them some money or something like that. But
Tire Pros could do it.
They could. Tire Pros could do it because Hobbs is not going to do it. Hobbs they don't do anything but take fucking money.
That's kind of their business. And they would do like side-by-side drags.
I know, and I know you're used to this because you whine about this off the air all the time, Eric.
What?
So that's a dumb fucking idea. So I'm just going to say it anyway.
His or mine?
Both, I think.
What did I say?
I don't know. I don't know what you said, but you said his or mine, so I thought I'll just cover my bases here.
Hey-o. I'm just saying I'd like to go back to some of that stuff they used to do back in the day. With the tug of war, push of war thing.
We could do that at South Sound Speedway with Butch Ben and his program.
What do they have for trucks there?
They only got like one or two. One of them's like an F-150.
Trucks, aren't they?
No, they're at the F-150. They got bigger boards. I mean, it doesn't really matter. They're not going to do that evergreen because that's right. That's too hillbilly. Right? They're trying to paint themselves into, I don't know what they're trying to paint themselves
I
into.
remember, and this is what I want them to bring back, is the sideshow stuff they used to do in between the races. Like, you would
like
go
the
out to
Seattle
racetrack,
Cossacks?
and they would have, like, Bigfoot would show up and crush a bunch of cars or something. Or
Bigfoot
They
did
do
come
that.
there.
They do that still. That's how
or
often
they'll
you
do,
don't
like,
go to races.
You know,
they
dirt
bring
bikes.
they bring monster
Nick out
trucks.
there flying over with some dirt bike guys doing some jumps.
They also
and
do
stuff.
that.
Yeah, they do all that stuff.
But the one that lives right in my cerebral cortex that I can't stop thinking about since I was like a 5 or 6 year old, the first time I saw it was at the Tacoma Dome. Truckosaurus.
Oh,
That thing's so stupid.
What are you
He's
talking
always
about?
talking
got
about
a Truckosaurus.
I'll tell
thing.
you what. I was at Evergreen Speedway on a Friday night. I don't know why it was on a Friday night.
How
because-
cool would that be if you were the guy that's like, yeah, I get to drive Truckosaurus?
No,
Anyway, I was there on a Friday
drive
night.
a tractor.
And at the time, it was Sky Valley Racing Association on Friday nights and then Evergreen Speedway on
RIP.
Saturdays. Mickey Beadle or IPI was the promoter of the racetrack.
R.I.P.
No,
Now they sold it.
Oh.
It is what it is now, just different corporation or LLC. But Robbie Knievel was there.
yeah.
At this point, Evil was gone, and Robbie was there, and he was like doing all these, and he's going to do this jump, and he's going to jump these school buses. This is in the
90s.
early 90s.
Yeah.
And there was a big deal, like he wouldn't come out. It was like, and apparently I think this is his MO everywhere. He was in there and like he made a deal and they're all set up and the people are there and and he's in this motorhome or hauler or whatever it was, and he wouldn't come out. And the situation was he was demanding more money 10 minutes before
Holding him hostage.
holding him hostage because all these people were there, and he's like, and they're saying, okay, we'll give it to you, and he's like, no, I want the fucking cash right now, and it's like, I think this MO, like, but I remember being there to watch it, and then he finally did jump, so I don't know if he got his money or whatever it was, and quietly, listen, my name is, as I learned this from Rodney, my name is Fairly Honest John. So I'm going to tell you, if he got her done, I'm fine with that. Everybody got to get her done however they got to get her done. So he jumped.
Yeah, before we were alive, his dad did jump at the speedway there in Evergreen.
Yeah.
I had the luxury of driving through the birthplace of both the Knievels.
Oh, is it Butte?
Little town by the name of Butte, Montana. And they love those guys there. I mean, they could do no wrong. But then you like read a biography about the family dynamic.
Not great.
And the type of people they were like off the track or when they weren't jumping motorcycle. Yeah, Evil wasn't exactly the coolest cat.
I mean, dude jumping over shit and could die at any moment. He definitely had some mental health issues.
Tad bit.
Tad bit.
Yeah.
Not saying that people who jump over things, but I mean, he listen.
Well, think about the one person we know that jumps over things. Would you associate him with mental health issues?
Oh no. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a type. I think there's, if you're willing to jump over things in limos and whatnot.
Speaking of mental health issues.
Yeah.
Speaking of mental health issues.
Good segue.
I don't really even know how to talk about this. This is definitely a more serious thing. And we've said on this podcast that we were going to have serious topics that were off topic of racing, but this is still on topic of racing.
Yeah. It's on topic for everything, actually, but it's, in this particular instance, it's definitely racing.
Yeah. And like, so I had a friend that has hidden something for a few years. This friend I was, sometimes really close with, her and her boyfriend, fiance. And, done some house sitting for him. She abruptly moved back home to Oregon. I think it surprised most all of us that they had broken up.
Mm-hmm.
Then she released some information this week that with some photos.
It was tough.
It was tough. She had been physically, and I'm assuming more than physically, as far as like emotionally, she'd been physically abused, badly physically abused. And I mean, I've been acquainted with her fiance for 25 years and would have never suspected it. And I know that there's two sides to every story, but when one side of the story ends up someone with the shit beat out of them.
Yeah.
I mean, and when I say shit beat out of them, I mean the shit beat out of them.
Yeah,
and
it was pretty shocking.
And I haven't talked to her yet because I felt like she was going to be inundated with people, you know, reaching out. And
Which is good.
Yeah, it is. It is good. I just, sometimes you get overwhelmed, right? Yeah. Like I know that being in recovery, sometimes you just become overwhelmed by you. If you feel good, but then it's also like, hold on, I got to take a deep breath, right? And segue also into that. It's like I don't know where it comes in this racing community because you know, like I had no idea that her fiance was capable of this. I'm going to hit one more time on it. You can't fall down the stairs. You can't fall down the stairs accidentally and look as bad as this was. But it goes to like this perception becomes reality thought, which is true in our racing community, in the communities that we have. There's so many communities like our community here, and then how it branches out to other racing communities and so on and so forth. It's all about this appearance that we put on, right? Like who's got the biggest hauler, right? Like who's got the biggest hauler equates to who's got the biggest dick or something. Who's got the best family.
There's some built-in toxic masculinity in our sport.
Yeah, you know, like and that's for me, right? And I knew in this podcast, you know, because it's started to come out a little bit in my life. I said there was going to be a day where it all came out, and we're probably not far from that day. My family, that was the same thing. You know, we were when my brothers and I were growing up, and my sister as well. You know, it was this whole idea at the racetrack that it wasn't we should, it was you will put on the face and you will look perfect. You will look like there's nothing wrong with this family. And you know, my Crazy Carl at the racetrack is this fun, jovial, you know, happy guy that's so funny and tells all these great jokes, and everybody likes to be around. And for my mother and the wife that came after my mother, probably the wife that came before my mother, my sister's mom. You know, for us though, my brothers and I and my mom, it was a long, long way. It was away from perfect, and we had to endure through some of this stuff. And it's like there's so much of that goes on right in the racing community. It's just like you have to put on this show. You have to be something. This is what the perfect racing family looks like. And for me, it even like I came out. It was in active addiction, and it was like I just stopped going to the racetrack because this is not right. Like this is not what this perceived look is supposed to be.
What year did you come out?
2017 into 2017. Yeah, it's just tough. And so the thing here is like, one female, male, child, whatever, like the one thing about this community is that when something starts to go wrong, all of us start to get behind all of it. And sometimes that means part of the community going with one side of it and part of the community going to the other side of it. If my friend's ex-fiance continues to go to the racetrack, then you got to find out, hopefully, a group of people that are going to help him try to become better. You know, but that's what we all need. Is if there's a problem, there's so many. I mean, there's 2,000 people in the pits at Evergreen Speedway on a Saturday night. Maybe less than that, but there's got to be somewhere between 1,000 and 2,000 people. There's a lot of people. Maybe it's 1,000. Oh, there's
with all the little kids running around, sometimes it seems like 2,000.
Yeah, fucking kids. That if you need help, reach out.
That's the thing. So I think it gets said often, maybe, and at the same time, not enough, that if you're in a situation, you're not alone. You have friends, you have family, and help is there. I'm glad that she was able to remove herself from the situation eventually, and I hope she sees that she has that support. I was actually very pleased. I went, through the comments that I saw. I didn't see any jerky ones. Nobody being rude. It was all very supportive that I saw, and I appreciate that. And so, if you are, man, woman, or child, are in a DV situation, reach out, tell somebody at the track. We are a community, and there will be those of us there to help you, however you need that help. And there's obviously lots of domestic violence services of Snohomish County. You can reach out to them at dvs-snowco.org. King County, there's a statewide one. It's wscadv.org. There's a lot of resources, but more important, there's a lot of us out there that have been in your shoes, or know people have been in your shoes and are there to help. And we're not just there to bang fenders and doors and bumpers.
And you can reach out to all of those that Aaron just named off. And as he said, you could just reach out to the first person at the Speedway, whether you know them or not, and they will help you.
Yeah. So it's a tough subject. It's not the jokey, fun, make fun of Buckner stuff that we normally do.
I was just going to say, you could even reach out to Buckner. He'll help you. He'll get you help and tell you about EV cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that.
And some BMW specs that you don't care about.
Thanks. I don't know that. There could be somebody listening that likes BMW specs.
Maybe.
I like BMWs.
And
I just don't need all the specs.
Also, if you're the person doing this, I can't imagine that there's a situation where they don't know what they're doing is wrong, that there's not some sort of shame internally and all that. You need to go get help. Like whatever that,
you don't need to, right?
Well,
you don't need to. We want you to.
Yeah.
You're going to need to want to before you're actually going to get help.
Yeah.
If you don't want help, you're not going to get help. And if you do need help, you could reach out. Someone could reach out to me because I've had a lot of issues in my life, ton of issues in my life. Not saying any of it's perfect now, but it's a lot better than it was. I would encourage anybody. I would encourage everyone to look into getting a therapist.
I was going to say, do you mind sharing that? Like, that's
sharing my therapist.
No,
his phone number. You want his phone number?
That you go. That you.
I go every week.
Yeah.
I go to the therapist
and you have
every
been.
week. I went almost every week since I went to treatment for substance abuse on December 8th of 2019. Yeah, there has been a few times where I went every other week, and I ended up.
A couple times you went twice a week.
I did. There was actually a run for about a month that I went 3 to 4 times a week.
If we're being honest and like, there was a time you took time off just to do therapy. Like
I went to a program just to do therapy, to get some mental health help, just because I felt like I needed to be better prepared for things I was going through, things I was going to encounter. And so, I took a month from work off to just work on my mental health. So everyone should find a therapist. I think, and if you are going to find a therapist and you've never had one before, here's my tidbit of advice. If you don't like the first one, don't quit. Try out another one, because it's just like dating. You got to find the right one.
You find your person.
You got to find the right one.
Yeah.
Good words.
Let's go to something a little bit lighter.
We were supposed to talk about the tacos, the walking tacos.
Hold on. I'll bring this out one more time. About the therapist. Psychologytoday.com. If you ask anybody about it, any doctor, that's where you're going to go. Psychologytoday.com.
And there's also, and I don't know how effective, but you hear a lot about it, but there's even online ones that you can do now. Like they sponsor a lot of podcasts, actually. Talk to anybody. But if you can get professional help, do that. Like, think about this, listener, out there in your car, in your shower, getting ready in the morning, or working, doing whatever it is you're doing all day, in your garage, working on your race car, perhaps. John Zaretsky, Johnny Z,
He hates that name.
Yeah. The Z-Man. That's the worst one to me.
Jay-Z is the one I hate the most.
Over Z-Man?
Yeah.
Ugh. Jay-Z.
He had a lot of hit records, though.
He's opening up to you like he goes. Like the guy that, like, some people were like, oh my God, this guy won these championships and all these races and has done all these things. Obviously hasn't had a perfect life, but just like your race car, if you don't work on it, it doesn't get better.
Yeah, same exact thing.
So you got to work on yourself, and I'm so glad that she's able to get away so she can hopefully, get herself fixed and repaired. As much as I'd like to kick him in the nuts, like just personally, like, oh, that's a guy who needs a nut kicked.
I mean, he does need a nut kicked, but it doesn't mean he also doesn't need more help,
because
he
probably
can be better for his next relationship, himself, his family.
It's not a way to go through life,
right? No, if you have anger that bad,
and I just had my first assumption was that like that's a learned behavior.
Well, I'm
speculating.
This, right?
I have no inside knowledge. I have no idea. But
I said
it doesn't justify anything.
I was going to start going into these things in my life, about my life, where it is like a lot of my traits are learned, and I've spent the last 6 years trying to unlearn them. And even the ones that I feel like I've unlearned, they creep back in every once in a while. So,
yeah.
Anyway, Buckner, what did you want to talk about?
Who is this we're talking to?
This is Jeremy Anders, Wenatchee Valley Super Oval.
Mr. Walking Taco himself.
Buckner left. Is this guy going to answer? I think he's scared.
Well, did you call us?
He messaged me.
Hey there.
Folks, here we got Jeremy Anders from Wenatchee Valley Super Oval on with us here at the In the Fence podcast.
Live.
Well, it's not live. It's not live.
Live for us.
Jeremy's live. What's up, man? What are you doing? Where you at? What's your deal?
Just got done at the racetrack doing a little work with the fire department and getting ready to go to a school event for our kids.
What does the fire department want to do with the track during the off season?
We do, like, sometimes because of the gun club, we do some burnouts around the track. So like in case like, there was a fire, it wouldn't get to the track, or if there's like a gun club person shoots and starts a fire, so they burn up the weed areas because we're surrounded by sagebrush.
When you said burnouts, I thought you were out there drifting.
I thought they had fire trucks out there just baking them off.
No.
Well, we got you on just really quick because it sounds like you got an event
family
to go
obligations.
to. Yeah, family obligations. Well, tell us a little bit about the new menu, because that's what we've been talking about. I've been talking about that with you off the air a little bit here and there, having some fun, and we talked about it a little bit already. That was what our call was earlier. But tell us about your new menu.
Well, per Aaron, we have the shittiest burgers around, so we want to make sure to change that. But we did change that last year. But no, we're just doing some big changes this year. We're, concessions are, when people come to the event, you want them to enjoy it. Racetracks are different than like most, if you go to a baseball game, maybe a little bit longer, but like you go to a movie theater or you go to like a football game or something like that, you might have like one meal there. A lot of these race days are long race days and people are having 2 or 3 meals there. A lot of times they might have one, right? And so we want to give them options and something different. And so we want to be unique. Wenatchee has quite a bit of cultural things going on, so Mexican food's a huge thing here. So we went with a giant soft taco, gives people options there. We had these super nachos that used to be a huge thing back in the day, and over the years they kind of changed, and so we're going back to the old school super nachos where you get like a huge to-go container, right? Like that huge 10-inch to-go container, and then you literally have 10 different toppings on it. And so literally it's going to be big enough for a shareable size or a larger human being to eat by themselves. And then I wanted something different and unique, and I don't think I've ever been to a racetrack that has a deep fried pork chop.
I'm excited about that one.
Yeah, they brought it to us, and we sampled it. We're just trying to we want to serve it with like a sauce.
Oh,
that's what we wanted to ask about.
Yeah, that was what
Buckner
wanted to know.
Buckner's really into condiments.
We are going to we're testing out a couple of things, but it is possibly a country ranch specialty mix. So we're mixing
now
things
talking
together.
His language.
Yeah, we're mixing some things together there, and then we brought in hand dipped ice cream bars. They're kind of like a dilly bar from
that also
Dairy
excited
Queen,
me.
that Dan did, and so we have always chocolate is popular. We started the last 2 races actually. I will tell you, I got the idea from Meridian Speedway. I went down there for the 3-day legend shootout thing with Bando's my kid, and Adam showed me. He's like, we love these down here, and so I brought it up and I literally bought everything. I did the last 3 races and it went like crazy. The one race we sold like out of the syrup or the hardening stuff you call it, and so we're gonna do a couple different flavors for that. The kids meal, I have, as John knows, I don't know if Aaron knows, but I have a lot of kids. And so I'm always thinking family friendly when I'm
how many kids you got?
Events. 7 kids.
What?
So yeah. So
how do you have time to run a racetrack?
I don't. Well, half of them work there, race there. So yeah, that works out. Oh. So yeah, literally 3 of my kids work at the track, and then one of my kids races at the track. Yeah. So. But that's how I can pay for it. Cheap labor. No, I pay them full benefits.
Yeah, L and I. Nothing shady going on here.
Nothing
to see here.
They get paid. They get paid fully. They got to pay for all their activities they want to do. But anyways, the kids meal. So we actually partner. Treetop's a new sponsor of ours this year. We're really excited about. And so we have a Treetop kids meal, which is going to be really family friendly, healthy, but also budget friendly. Because I know when I go to the track, or if I go to an event with my kids, racing's an expensive sport. You have to pay a ticket to get in, and then you do that. But we keep it so kids 5 and under are always free. But then also, that way, I think it's me $7, and they have a kids meal with a bunch of, the nice thing about it is it's packaged. So like kid does, when you go buy a burger for a kid and he eats like half that burger, and then you're sitting there for 3 hours later. Well, now if they, the Uncrustable, they have the applesauce in there 2 minutes,
I love the applesauce. That's my favorite.
Yeah. Or they have these new apple crisp, which are really good. And then I'm trying to think what else we had on the food items. What I miss?
I have the Treetop applesauces in my toolbox at the track at all times.
Disgusting.
There you go.
Delicious.
Well, we have 7 different Treetop products that we'll be selling at the racetrack this year.
Nice. So I got no problem with Treetop products.
He likes applesauce. He doesn't like it in the patches. I don't like it in the
little squeeze pouch bullshit thing.
I don't know.
And then they have the apple. Try the apple chips or the apple crisp. But they're like, the crisp are almost a little bit more crispier than chips, and the chips are a little softer, but they're apple chips. And then we're adding a couple more things that I cannot announce yet. That are pretty.
You could announce it. You could announce it right here, right now.
I literally have a meeting. I have a meeting with my food rep next week.
Can I guess at one of them?
What?
Because I think, like, being in Wenatchee, like you were saying, regionally.
Are you gonna tell him?
I think it should be a caramel apple.
Oh, no. It's been a long time since I've seen you.
Remember they used to have those up in a row back in the day. They were big sellers.
Okay, Jeremy, we got the menu. Great job, and thanks for playing back and forth with us on it. But give us
until Ray thinks.
Don't take this the wrong way. Without the without the announcer's long-winded version, because you got things you got to go do, and when we only got so much time, what else is going on at Wenatchee Valley Super Oval?
Well, we're really excited. We got a couple things. Minivan Mayhem, that's new for fans and different. So pretty much you take a minivan. Everything's got to be stock on it. You can't really change a whole lot to it. You can put a roll cage or just an H bar in it, but everything else is stock in it. We're going to run them twice a year. First one's kind of just a racing, ordeal. It's kind of heat races, light contact, a little more contact in the main event. And the second one, heat races, and then the main event, we're going to put a joker jump that they have to go on at least 1 lap during the race on the front stretch.
A what?
Kind of like a
joker jump.
Oh. So kind of like the same size as like the Spec Rangers do, maybe a little smaller than that. I don't know. We'll
I'm
see.
getting me an Aerostar.
Yeah. And then, the funny thing is somebody wrote me and said, hey, is a Chevy Astro a minivan? Well, if you look at it and Google it and look, it is classified as a minivan.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of those floating around. And then let's see here. What else we got? We got Kevin Harvick coming to race the Wenatchee 200, and the Wenatchee 200 is looking big. We had a meeting the other day with the Cars Tour.
Yeah.
With all the drivers in the Northwest. John did not go, no. But the great thing about that is my phone's been blown up for that. That race is $25,000 to win, $2,000 to start, and it's only a 6-tire race on a track that does not eat up tires. It's going to be a really fun event, and Kevin Harvick's going to run that. But we also I have at least 10 guys I've talked to outside of the Northwest that are coming to run that this year. So that could be mid-30s.
Is Keelan running too?
Keelan is running that race as well, and then Keelan is running the Apple Blossom weekend which is the Treetop 150 Leonard Evans Memorial with the Pro Late models. Yes. That's big there, and I think that talking with Pro Late model drivers on the Northwest, I could see that race having 30 Pro Late models at it. So
we do know this because we did the math of a combined age of 82 years old between Garrett and Keelan.
Yeah. And 70 of that's Garrett. And Garrett's getting back behind the wheel of a late model. He took pretty much all of last year off in a late model, took the second half of the year off racing completely, but he's going to race his B mod and the late model a few times, which would be kind of cool to see. And he's 70 years old. He can still kick people's ass. He won the Apple Cup at 68 years old in dominant fashion, I feel like, that year. And then monster trucks are back. Last year we sold out both shows for monster trucks.
Oh, shit. Do you have Truckosaurus Rex?
Buckner loves Truckosaurus.
Megasaurus.
Oh, he just made his day. He's got a smile on his face.
Buckner likes those stupid things.
Yeah. And Straight Up Racing, they just built a new monster truck this year. It's just brand new. It's called Mixed Up. It's a cement mixer themed monster truck. It's kind of cool. Yeah. And then cool. I'm trying to think what else we got. We got the Crown Vics, which you guys are coming to race on April 18th.
No, right? I can't. Maybe I don't know.
Here's the question. We need to clear up because John and we back and forth on this.
Yeah,
is it just Crown Vics or is it going to be a mix of the old Hermiston cars?
So I am giving the Hermiston cars one more year, but there are, because I feel bad when they lost their track. There was quite a few down there, and we had 3 or 4 that came raced last year on a multiple time. They're hauling long ways. But this year we did implement some more rules. They have to run on the exact same size tires as the Crown Vics do, and the 3 options we give them there, they have to have a minimum weight requirement as well, which we added. So some of those cars would have to add a big chunk of weight, which would even out the playing field a lot better than it was last year.
Because did they win all the races?
They won all but one car. Won all but one.
Well, here's the thing: if there's
but I will say though, if you look at our Crown Vics though, by the end of the year last year, they all were picking up almost a half a second faster as they get. Those cars are tough to learn to drive around Wenatchee, and Wenatchee's a racetrack, and so it's once they figured out that stuff, they got a lot faster.
I never even figured out how to drive around Wenatchee.
I've had issues.
I've seen you wreck there many times.
Yeah,
yeah, you shut me down for a whole night.
I did.
Yes. Legend car.
That's because he crashed somebody under yellow.
My foot slipped off the clutch.
I don't. You don't. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think.
But this is what I said. I don't know if I can come April 18th because I have some family obligations. But maybe depends
your
on.
Boyfriend's on a family obligation. You just say you have your boyfriend obligation.
Yeah, I have a boyfriend obligation. Like if he'll come, but he's coming down from. He lives in Canada and he's coming down for my birthday. But
he's coming down tomorrow too. He's fine.
But I think he's only coming for one day on my birthday. I'm like, I can't say, hey, let me go ahead and drive us 3.5 hours. Fucking.
Wenatchee is beautiful though.
I know, but if I do come. Since you got those Hermiston cars, I'm gonna drive Aaron's car and wreck all those fucking Hermiston cars.
My car is not even. My car's still a cop car. It's not even close, so I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, no, I think the class is going to grow. I heard from at least 2 of the guys from South Sound who've already said they're coming to run. We have a couple more that are local cars at Wenatchee here that are building cars for this year. So it's a growing class. I mean, I was the first one to start up here, and I knew it was going to take a little while, but I think it's growing every single year. I think this year we'll probably average 8 to 10 cars, which on the quarter mile is going to be really good. And it's kind of crazy racing, right? Like they don't handle like a regular race car. It's it's like watching a bunch of pass car go in there, but once those guys towards the end there figured out how fast they could get them going, they were pretty good.
I want to bring mine for that Apple Blossom race so I can get that 2,000 to start.
Yeah. Okay.
With my Crown Vic.
I don't think it'll admit the templates.
Let's get down to business really quick.
Okay.
You offered up some food as sponsorship, which is cool. But how about could we get a couple social media plugs from Wenatchee Valley Super Oval with our In the Fence, like a link drop or something?
Oh,
maybe after this podcast, when you guys post this one on Monday or Tuesday or Sunday.
Once you listen to it and you vet it.
Yeah,
and I approve it. I approve this message. I can share it out there.
Yeah, well, there's the F word in it.
I've heard other people talking about your podcast, so it's very unique. It's very different.
Bless your heart, he said.
If we really want to get a deep thing, though, we can talk about the night that John really was an asshole to me at Evergreen Speedway.
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
I was.
I will say that was probably the second worst thing anybody's ever done to me at a racetrack.
I'm sorry.
You know what? This fits in. Guess what? John's going to counseling because he's going to be a better person.
I go to therapy every week.
I will give it to John, though. I think it was, I'm very familiar with a lot of things in life, and I've had to deal with that with my family many a times. I think John knows that. And so I was very thankful. I think it was the first race back or second race back at Wenatchee. John walked up to me and gave me a very heartfelt apology. And then he tried to hug me, but I think he was wearing tighty whities at the time. And I was not going to do that. I did accept his apology, and I understood that, things are going through. And but I'm happy that, things are going better, and he's not such a dickhead anymore.
Perfect. Yeah.
I will say too. One time I was a John Zretzky fan when I was younger. When he was that blue-haired.
Does that mean you're
crazy
not
blue 51.
anymore?
I like
Does that mean you're not anymore?
No, Jeremy's my favorite guest.
I'm not a fan really of any driver anymore. So I just
You'll be impartial.
Except my son, right? I have to be impartial in some ways, and even when my son's on the track, I'm impartial.
Well,
so,
and Garrett probably, I would imagine.
No, the funny thing is, you talked about my hero growing up was Monty English. You guys talked about podcasts, and so I'm originally from Port Angeles. He had connections to my family growing up on both sides, and I still talk to Monty. I got Monty to help rebuild my son's bando a couple years ago, and he was texting him not too long ago. And it's funny. I told Garrett when I first came back over to ownership with them. I said, Garrett, when I was younger, I used to boo for you because I was cheering for Garrett or cheering for Monty. So, there was a time where I was not a Garrett fan, and he knows it. It's a joke now. But now we're great buds. But, yeah, I still have to be impartial. There's times we have to black flag Garrett. So, yeah, it's all impartial.
I got one other question because I don't this is weird because I don't really know what the – wait, I'll just –
Weird. I don't know if I want the question now.
Is Jan going to be racing any at Wenatchee this year?
Honestly, I don't know. He just came back last week, so I don't know what his plans are.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if he was going to come back to run some races, but if he,
I don't know. That would be a question for him. So.
No, I just thought I didn't. You're the promoter. You knew Keelan Harvick's coming, and I'm a bigger.
That's been in the works for a while.
I'm a bigger Jan Evans fan than I am a Keelan Harvick fan.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I'm a bigger Jan Evans fan than I am a Kevin Harvick fan.
Oh.
So.
Well, I will say though, it's are you guys going to race some? Do you guys sell both your Legends?
Yes.
Yeah, I hate Legends.
He likes them.
I love Legends. I don't like the people that you have to race with.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. The kids are.
They're fun.
The kids.
I think I'm going Legend racing with next year with my kids. So don't watch what you say about kids.
Oh, so you're in the market to buy some?
So you need we make you a deal.
We're gonna need more than a few cheeseburgers though. Yeah. All right, cool. Well, thanks for taking our call, and let's talk soon.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, the 18th at least.
Thanks, Jeremy.
All right, bye.
You excited about Truckosaurus?
I'm excited about Truckosaurus.
I don't think that's what it's called, but who cares? It's the same thing.
Yeah, whatever he called it.
It reaches
I
down
think
and
he said
bites
Megasaurus.
Oh.
You're gonna go you've been to exactly one racetrack.
Yep.
And then this year we're gonna get you all over the place. We're gonna get you to Monroe and to Wenatchee.
All right.
On the South Sound.
Well, this is not picking on you, but you're gonna feel like it's picking on you. Sometimes you have commitment issues.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah. So it'd be nice if you just commit to some right now.
Go into the racetrack?
Well, actually, you know what?
We're gonna go to the racetrack
this weekend
to watch, not this weekend,
but
this weekend. Yeah, we're gonna go to the racetrack.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I did read? I don't know where we're at on time. I don't even know if it matters anymore.
Yeah.
That there was a social media post by Evergreen Speedway like a week or two ago, looking for. It said,
"Oh yes,
wanting help, this and that, blah blah blah." They're hiring people. So one, if you want to work at the racetrack, they pay you something. I don't know what it is. If you were,
you get to be at the racetrack.
Well, yeah,
and you're getting paid for it.
Yeah, and well, if you're at Wenatchee Valley Super Oval, at least now they'd be giving you a free cheeseburger.
Well, no, Wenatchee also had a post. They were looking for help too, I believe.
Oh, okay, but I saw this is the. If you want to go to work at the racetrack, they're all looking. They're all looking for people.
Nick also posted he's looking as well.
He's looking. Well, he's looking for EMTs
and
specifically.
Also, restaurant help.
Yeah, actually, here's a go. If you're into racing, but you don't race, but you want to be around there or whatever, it's just a cool climate. You don't get to watch a lot of the races.
Right.
Sometimes, depending on the position.
Yep.
Go to your local racetrack: South Sound Speedway, Mission Valley Super Oval in Polson, Montana. Wenatchee Valley Super Oval in East Wenatchee, Washington, State Line Speedway, or in State Line, Idaho.
Those other guys over in Idaho.
Evergreen Speedway, Meridian, Idaho. Anyone you want to go to.
The Motorplex or whatever it's called.
At the Mill.
The Mill, yeah. Another cool looking place.
If you want to go to the racetrack and work, in somewhere you're in an aspect of seeing on-track action. Other ones you're not, and you want to get paid a little bit of money. Yeah. I don't know how much it is. Don't quote me. Not enough.
I mean, it's at least minimum wage.
Right. And check out, go to their website, talk to them, call them on the phone.
Yeah.
But at evergreenspeedway.com or Evergreen Speedway, their little social media post, I saw on there that they listed in one of them the positions that were available.
Mm.
One of them was race director.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're constantly changing all the time. They had Jonathan on there for a couple of years.
I think he's doing the Cars Tour stuff.
Oh, okay. As a race director?
As a flagman, I think.
Oh, yeah. He did used to be a flagman. And I could see wanting out of it because it's kind of a stressful position, which would be good anyway because
he's a really nice guy,
my friend. But he was not good at that job at all.
Pretty terrible.
Yeah.
It sucks that he's like one of the nicest guys.
Yeah, here's my complaint to every speedway out there. Every speedway.
Don't hire the nice guys.
Including my home track of South Sound Speedway. If you say that you have double file restarts, then you have double file restarts. Just because two cars spun each other out like assholes doesn't mean you should go to single file restarts. If it's a double file, it's a double file. It's not the double file that's causing the problem. It's the goddamn race car drivers. And if you look at it, 9 times out of 10, it's not the double file situation that caused it. Like, oh, the car was trying to come down and chopped off the other car and got spun out because of a double file restart. No, it's just some bozo 3 laps later fucking spun some bozo like, I don't know, the 37 car, whatever that kid's name is.
He was always pretty clean.
He fucking dumped me.
He did.
With a lap to go.
Yeah, he did do that. That's right. Yeah, but that's not the only one.
I got to no. But that's a fun story because the next day when I took my other car out and it just followed him around in practice until he got scared and just stopped in the track and I just sat there right behind him. It was so awesome. Sorry, David. Anyway, I was surprised to see race director.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what Nick would do sometimes? I don't know if he's done it lately. I saw him do enough. I was ready for it, and I liked it because it was kind of funny to me. Is you run around a yellow, and he'd randomly throw the green flag on the backstretch. If you're not paying attention, like you get just freight trained.
In the legend car?
No, it was like mini stock days and stuff like that. Well, he did it in everything. I don't think he cared. He's like, look, I'm tired of going yellow for all these laps. Everybody's lined up in the backstretch. So we're going green. Or they wouldn't get lined up, and I think he's just like, these guys aren't getting lined up. I'm over it. Oh,
that makes more sense.
Green flag.
We could blame some of those things on him then, but now that's not his job.
Not his job.
He's finally said, this job sucks. I'm going to stand over here, right? And one of my good friends, so I'm not going to badmouth him too much.
No, I like because now he's at the spotter stand usually, and I'll talk to him when he's up there watching races and stuff. Yeah.
Buckner.
What?
Take us out. You haven't talked about anything.
The In the Fence podcast.
Hold on, not that fast.
Like, comment, subscribe.
No, not that either.
Smash that like button.
You're such a radio DJ.
Comment below.
No, I meant, did you have anything you wanted to talk about?
No, I have nothing I want to talk about.
Why?
Well, we appreciate you being here with everything that's going on. And Nick for coming up from Bend, Oregon to help out.
Our P.O. box is 219-2278.
It is not. It's 5151.
Send us a postcard to
5198.
In the Fence Podcast for your opportunity to win a In the Fence Podcast hat.
We don't have those.
We don't have them yet. I'm working on it.
And like when I said I'm going to give that hat away, a free hat, it was just going to be like a South Sound Speedway one.
I got that American Racing hat downstairs.
Yeah, some random hat I could come up with.
We just start giving away stuff that's at Aaron's house.
We used to do that.
He was gonna do for Goodwill.
So, going back real quick,
bunch of
sidebar.
old race car T-shirts that smell like Aaron.
So back.
No, it's a mouse pad with him and his wife on it.
When Buckner and I used to do the morning radio show together back 20 years ago,
we used to just give away CDs.
Well, no, I would go to the Value Village.
Oh yeah.
And find I thought were funny T-shirts and stuff, and we would give those away. But people loved it. They would come to this radio station all the time and get these just random Goodwill T-shirts I'd find.
It was funny.
Yeah.
Okay, next week we got Goodwill T-shirts.
Goodwill T-shirts.
We're gonna have to do a live one of these at some point so that we can do live call-ins.
Let's go live and see how much NASCAR memorabilia we can find at the Tacoma Goodwill, and then we'll do like a Facebook Live and be like, "Look at this, Ricky Bobby
I got
shirt."
the perfect idea. We're gonna go down to Tacoma and set up next to the Mission.
Cool.
If you don't want to go work at one of the racetracks, but you want to be involved in racing, you can go find any number of teams out there.
Mission?
No.
Oh.
And you can volunteer. You're not getting paid. But you can
work on race cars.
Work on race cars, yeah. Sweep the trailer out.
It doesn't matter if you have any mechanical ability. They want people that can
push the car to
push
qualifying,
the car, wash the car, or wax the car,
clean the
hang
windows,
out, cook food, just be involved, whatever. Right? You probably don't want to hang out on our team because I'm an asshole.
But we do have couches.
We do have couches, but I'm an asshole.
Yeah, is that fair?
Buckner, am I an asshole?
Well, I'm stuck with you guys because I've known you for too long. But yeah, you're a total asshole.
See, this is not the place.
But if you're really, really good at tires, feel free to reach out to John.
What? That's my job.
A tire person.
That's my job.
Oh.
That's right. We're trying to get you.
All the jobs are your job. That's what I'm trying to get you some help.
Right now they are because fucking Buckner won't step up.
We got Stepdad Ron
showed
for
up
hood
here.
pins.
Stepdad Ron does 4 hood pins, whether he likes it or not.
Smash that like button.
So you didn't have any other topics that you wanted to talk about tonight?
Comment below. No, I don't. I talked about the e-cars, and then you guys went on the In the Fence podcast.
The dog has barked so much.
The dogs contributed more to this episode than you have.
We're gonna need they were gonna take us out 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, can you do an exit here? What's going on? What are you waiting on?
The In the Fence podcast. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week.